Dalton was born on December 13, 1941 in New Orleans. He was reared in Shreveport, Louisiana by his parents Carl and Janice, along with his sister and brother Margaret and William. John initially became interested in the Navy through his Uncle Roy, who earned the Navy Cross as a pilot in World War II. John attended Louisiana State University for 1 year before attending the Naval Academy. At the Academy, he served as Deputy Brigade Commander. He also played varsity soccer and JV lacrosse. The Lucky Bag noted, with his love of life and his sincere character, the future will surely hold great things for him. After graduating the Academy with distinction, John served as a submarine officer, starting aboard the USS Blueback as a supply and commissary officer. He then had nuclear power training and served aboard the USS John C. CALHOUN as main propulsion assistant, communication officer, and weapons officer. Following 2 years in the Navy Reserves, he completed his military service as a lieutenant commander. John pursued his interest in finance, earning an MBA from the Wharton School in 1971, and joined Goldman Sachs that same year. John began his government service in 1977 when President Carter nominated him as president of the Government National Mortgage Association, or Ginnie Mae. He was appointed a member of the Federal Home Loan Bank Board in 1979 and later became chairman. In 1981, he started with Gill Companies, then became chairman and CEO of Freedom Capital Corporation. Next, he went to the private equity firm of Mason Best Company and worked with Best Associates. Then in 1991, he opened an office for Stevens Incorporated in San Antonio. President Clinton nominated him as the 70th Secretary of the Navy in July 1993, and he served there for over 5 years. For his leadership and vision in promoting American sea power and a bipartisan maritime strategy, he was recognized by the National Security Caucus as their prestigious International Security Leadership Award recipient in 1997. Later, John served on President Clinton's Advisory Council of the Arts and was involved in several entrepreneurial activities until August 2000 when he became president of IPG Photonics. Since the beginning of 2005, John has served as president of the Housing Policy Council of the Financial Services Roundtable. He is also engaged in volunteer activities by serving on numerous boards for organizations and events. He is a member of the Alfalfa Club, a participating supporter of Habitat for Humanity, and serves on the Dean's Council of the Washington National Cathedral. Among his many awards and recognitions, he was inducted into the Byrd High School Hall of Fame and was inducted to the Louisiana State University Hall of Distinction. A wing for new mothers and babies at the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda was named after John and his wife Margaret for their focus on enhancing the quality of life for sailors and Marines. John is considered Navy's #1 fan for his dedicated support of Naval Academy athletics and academics. In 2013, he was on the Army-Navy Game Committee. He served on the Athletics Association Physical Mission Review and addresses the Navy football team every year. He gave the commencement address at graduation for the class of 1995 and established the Center for the Study of Professional Military Ethics, now named the Stockdale Center. He also served on the Superintendent's Memorials and Monuments Committee. In addition, he is a lifetime member of the Alumni Association, a President's Circle donor, and Robert Means Thompson Society member. He was also a significant contributor to the Class of 1964 50th Reunion fundraising project. John is married to Margaret and resides in Washington, D.C. They have 2 sons, John Jr., who served in the Navy, and Chris, who served in the Marine Corps. He also has 4 grandsons. John considers his most meaningful accomplishments to be his service as Secretary of the Navy and his family. The Honorable John H. Dalton, an inspirational leader with dedication to the service of our nation.